Every year, 14,000 Americans come home to a flood, not from a storm, not from a broken window, from a water heater that failed in their basement while they were at work. The average insurance claim for water damage is nearly $14,000, and that is after the deductible. It destroys drywall, warps hardwood, grows mold inside walls you cannot see. And here is the part nobody tells you: that water heater sitting in your basement right now, the one you bought from the big orange store, it is not the same product your plumber installs in his own house. Same brand name, same logo on the box, different product inside. The big box stores negotiated cheaper versions with plastic where the professional model has brass, aluminum where the professional model has magnesium, and thinner steel that weighs 9 pounds less. Your plumber knows this. He has known it for years. And today, we are going to show you exactly what he buys instead. This is the plumber's white list. 5 products, 5 categories, the exact brands and models that the people who fix plumbing for a living put in their own homes. Number 1, the water heater. If you walk into Home Depot today, you will see rows of Rheem water heaters. If you walk into Lowe's, you will see rows of A.O. Smith, sometimes branded as Whirlpool. They look solid. They have good warranties printed on the box, but the people who install these machines for a living will not put them in their own basements. They buy Bradford White. You cannot find a Bradford White at any big box store in America. The company refuses to sell through retail. Their website says it plainly. Their products are available exclusively through plumbing professionals. Bradford White was founded in 1881. They are employee-owned. They manufacture every water heater at a 95-acre campus in Middleville, Michigan, with additional production in Niles, Michigan. They employ over 2,300 American workers. On professional plumbing forums, where you need a trade license just to join, Bradford White is the consensus pick. On the Better Business Bureau, Bradford White has just 18 complaints. Rheem has 262. Now, Bradford White has a smaller market share because they do not sell retail, but that ratio is still staggering. Here is what makes them different on the inside. Every Bradford White ships with a Vitraglass tank lining, a proprietary porcelain enamel fused to steel at over 1600 degrees with microban antimicrobial protection built in. They include brass drain valves, not plastic. They use a hydrojet system that reduces sediment buildup inside the tank. And every unit has a protective magnesium anode rod. Why does the anode rod matter? Because that is the sacrificial metal that corrodes, so your tank does not. Magnesium is superior to aluminum. It protects better, and it does not leave white flakes in your hot water. Now here is where it gets ugly. A professional plumber ran a documented side-by-side teardown of 2 A.O. Smith water heaters. One from Home Depot, one from a plumbing supply house. Same brand, same company. The supply house unit weighed 9 pounds more, meaning thicker steel. The supply house unit had a brass drain valve. The Home Depot version had plastic. The supply house unit had a magnesium anode rod. Home Depot got aluminum. The supply house unit had a longer flue baffle with more twists for better heat retention. Even the temperature and pressure relief valve was larger and thicker on the professional version. The price difference for all of those upgrades? About $120. And in 2024, Rheem got hit with a class action lawsuit over those exact plastic drain valves. The settlement offered affected homeowners up to $1,500 each and replacement brass drain valves. The courts literally confirmed what plumbers had been warning about for a decade. 75% of water heaters fail before they reach 12 years old. A failed water heater is one of the top 5 sources of residential flooding. So the question is simple. Do you want to save $120 today, or do you want to avoid a $14,000 insurance claim 5 years from now? On professional forums, plumbers regularly report Bradford White units lasting 15 to 21 years. One Philadelphia rental property owner documented a unit that ran from 1979 to 2010. Over 31 years on a single water heater. You will never see that from a big box unit with a plastic drain valve. Buy the Bradford White. But the water heater is just the beginning, because the faucet in your kitchen might be hiding an even bigger lie. Number 2, the faucet. If you ask a plumber what faucet brand they trust, you will hear one name more than any other: Moen. But what is more interesting is the brand they used to trust and no longer do: Kohler. On a professional plumbing forum, a master plumber with decades of experience wrote something that shook the industry. He said Kohler used to be the standard. Now they are the industry joke. Plastic trims, plastic parts, and major problems. That same plumber noted that Kohler products are no longer made in America. They now operate over 12 factories in China, with additional plants in India, Mexico, Thailand, and Indonesia. Here is the specific scam. The Kohler Fort faucet sold at Home Depot uses significant plastic internal parts. The version sold through a plumbing supply house under a slightly different model number uses metal. One homeowner reported that their plumber literally refused to install the Home Depot version because the parts inside were so cheap. So what do the professionals actually buy? Moen wins for one reason above all others: consistency. Moen's cartridge design has remained essentially unchanged for 25 years. A replacement cartridge you buy today fits a faucet installed in 2001. Plumbing supply houses give professionals free Moen cartridges on the spot, no questions asked. Multiple homeowners report 20 to 30-year lifespans on Moen bathroom faucets with zero maintenance. Delta is the other professional favorite, specifically for their Diamond Seal technology, a diamond-coated ceramic disc rated for 5 million cycles, which works out to roughly 770 years of average kitchen use. But here is the simplest test any homeowner can do. Pick up the faucet. A professional-grade faucet from a supply house weighs about 4 pounds because it is solid brass. The big box version of the same brand can weigh 2 pounds because it is zinc alloy with chrome plating on the outside. If it feels light, it is cheap. Put it back. Number 3, the toilet. There is one toilet that dominates every professional plumber forum in America. It is not American standard, it is not Kohler, it is TOTO. TOTO was founded in 1917 in Kitakyushu, Japan. They are the largest toilet manufacturer in the world, with over 34,000 employees, and they manufacture right here in America in Morrow, Georgia. The TOTO Drake is the specific model plumbers install in their own bathrooms. It has a 3-inch flush valve, 50% larger than the industry standard 2 inches. It achieves the maximum MIP score of 1,000 grams, meaning it can flush 2.2 pounds of waste in a single flush when the average human need is only about 150 grams per use. But the real innovation is the tornado flush system. Traditional toilets push water through small holes under the rim. Those holes clog with mineral deposits and hide bacteria. TOTO eliminated the rim holes entirely. Instead, 2 to 3 high-pressure nozzles create a cyclonic washing action that scours the entire bowl in 360 degrees. A German laboratory study confirmed that TOTO's rimless design met hospital hygiene standards, and TOTO's C-Fiontech glaze is not a coating painted on. It is a nanotechnological ceramic baked into the porcelain itself, creating a surface so smooth that waste cannot cling to it. Now, on the opposite end, the toilet that plumbers hate most is Glacier Bay, Home Depot's house brand. Weak flush, constant clogging, parts that are almost impossible to find. On Pissed Consumer, Glacier Bay holds a 2.5 out of 5 across nearly 1,500 reviews. A TOTO Drake costs between $250 and $400. It will outlast 3 Glacier Bay replacements, but the toilet is only as good as what connects it to your house, and this is where most homeowners make a catastrophic mistake. Number 4, the pipes. The overwhelming professional consensus on water supply lines is PEX-A with expansion fittings, specifically the Uponer system, formerly known as Viersbo. PEX-A is manufactured using what is called the Engel method, which creates over 80% cross-linking in the molecular structure. That makes it more flexible than PEX-B, and it gives it a remarkable property called shape memory. If the pipe kinks, you hit it with a heat gun, and it returns to its original shape. If water freezes inside it, the pipe expands and then contracts back without bursting. The Uponor expansion fitting system works by expanding the pipe and a ring, inserting the fitting, and then letting the pipe shrink back to its original size. That connection grips with up to 1,000 pounds of radial force, and it gets stronger over time as the pipe continues to contract. The fitting is the same diameter as the pipe interior, which means zero flow restriction. Now here is the controversy. SharkBite push-fit fittings. Every homeowner has seen them at the hardware store. They snap together in seconds without any tools, and that convenience is exactly the problem. Professional plumbers overwhelmingly refuse to use SharkBite behind walls. The seal depends on a single rubber O-ring. Over time, O-rings dry out, crack, and fail, especially with temperature cycling. One homeowner on a major forum reported that a single SharkBite failure cost $30,000 in damage. SharkBite fittings are acceptable for temporary, accessible repairs. They are not acceptable behind drywall where you cannot see a slow leak forming over months. For drain lines, quality-focused plumbers prefer cast iron over PVC through living spaces. Cast iron is 11 times quieter than PVC when water runs through it, and every 10 decibel increase is perceived as twice as loud. Charlotte Pipe, founded in 1901 in North Carolina, makes cast iron drain pipe with 96% recycled content. If you have ever lived in a house where you can hear every toilet flush and every shower drain through the walls, that is PVC. Your plumber's house is quiet. His drains are cast iron. And if you think bad pipe choices are a small problem, remember polybutylene. Between 1978 and 1996, roughly 10 million American homes were plumbed with polybutylene, marketed as the pipe of the future. Standard municipal water chlorine degraded the plastic from the inside. It cracked, it burst. The resulting class action settlement was nearly $1 billion. That is what happens when you choose the cheap pipe material. Number 5. The supply house itself. This is the biggest revelation of all. Everything we have discussed, the brass versus plastic, the magnesium versus aluminum, the heavier steel, none of it matters if you are shopping in the wrong store. Professional plumbers do not buy their materials at Home Depot or Lowe's. They buy from plumbing supply houses. Ferguson Enterprises is the largest, with over 1,700 locations. There's also Hajoka and Wind Supply. These are not retail stores. They are wholesale distributors that primarily serve licensed contractors. But here is what most homeowners do not know. You can walk into most plumbing supply houses and buy directly. You will not get contractor pricing, but you will get the professional grade product. The same faucet, the same water heater internals, the same toilet, and the staff actually knows local water conditions and building codes, something the 19-year-old in the orange apron at the big box store simply cannot offer. The model numbers are the tell. Big box and supply house versions often have almost identical model numbers, differing by just one digit, the first or last. This stops price matching and lets the manufacturer track which channel sold the unit. If the model number is exclusive to one retail chain, you are buying the downgraded version. Here is the verdict. The people who fix plumbing failures every single day, who wade through flooded basements and rip out moldy drywall and replace corroded pipes, those people have already done the math. They buy Bradford white water heaters from a supply house. They install Moen or Delta faucets with brass bodies and ceramic disc cartridges. They set TOTO drakes on their flanges. They run PEX-A through their walls. And they connect their drains with cast iron. The professional grade products cost 15 to 40% more upfront, but the most expensive plumbing product you will ever buy is the one that fails behind a wall at 2 in the morning while you are sleeping. Stop buying from the retail aisle. Start buying from the supply house. If the people who fix it for a living will not put it in their own home, neither should you. If this changed the way you think about your house, subscribe. We have more investigations coming that the big box stores do not want you to see.